Hello and welcome to today's video where we're going to be going over how you can access Home Access Center to see your child's attendance, grades, and report card. First thing you're going to do is go to our main page, RSD.org. Once you are on our webpage, you're going to have two ways of getting to Home Access Center. The first one being the gray buttons at the bottom, the second one that says Home Access Center. If you click on it, you'll be able to go to the page for Home Access Center. The second way that you can get there is by going to the Families tab at the top and clicking once again on Home Access Center. This will bring you to the same Home Access Center page. Once you're on the Home Access Center page, you're going to click on Home Access Login. If you want more information about Home Access, you can read this page on what you can and cannot see on your Home Access. Once you click on Home Access Login, you're going to open up a new tab on Home Access Center's platform. Once you're here, you're going to need your username and password. In order to get this information, you're going to connect with your child's school. Your POA should be able to give you your username or password, as well as your secretary at the school building. Once you have your username and password, you will go ahead and input that information into the page. Once you have your username and password, you're going to click sign in. This will bring you to the main page. Now, please be aware that if this is your first time entering Home Access Center, it might ask you to change your password or to update your security questions. Please make sure you do this before you move forward. Now, once you are in Home Access Center, there's a couple of things you need to know. First, in order for you to see your child's information, you have to make sure that you're on the correct child. If you go up to the right hand on the top, you'll see that there is your student's name. If you have more than one child in the Reading School District, you're going to click on the arrow next to the child's name and you're going to click the child whose information you want to see. Once you've clicked on the child, you're going to click submit. Once you submit it, the information that you should have should be for that child. You'll see the child's name, you'll see their date of birth, their building, and a lot of other information. If any of this information needs to be updated, please make sure that you contact your school. Now in Home Access Center, the menu is at the top. First, you're going to see the little house, home. Here you'll see information about that day. The second tab will be attendance. In this tab, you'll be able to see your child's attendance. If the color is white, it means that your child was in school or that the dates have not happened yet. If it is dark gray, it means that there was no school. If it is another color, then you are able to read the colors with the legend at the bottom. Every color has different information. For example, if your child was absent and there is no excuse note, it will be this color where it says unlawful. If your child was absent all day, but we do have an excuse note, it will be this darker purple color, which is excused. And then you can go through all the other colors as necessary. If you see that there is an issue with the attendance, please feel free to contact your school's attendance clerk and they can update this information. The next tab on the menu is going to be classes. Here you will be able to see your child's classes. It will have information on what their homework or their grades are. Here you'll see how many points they can score and how many points that they score. You can click on each one and it will give you more information. You can also see your child's schedule at the top. This tab will tell you what classes they're taking, the period, the teacher, and then which days they have them, as well as which marking period. If you have any questions about this, again, you can reach out to your school. The next tab in the menu is grades. This is an important tab because you'll be able to see the interim progress report here for your child, as well as the report card tab. The report card tab will be updated a couple of weeks before parent-teacher conferences. Make sure that you check this before you go to your parent-teacher conference so that you already have the information and are ready with questions for your child's teacher. You can also read the information that is given down here. For example, the course or class is here. This is the period, the teacher, and again, the grade is here by marking period. There are also a column for comments. The comments are made by number. You can see the comment number here, and at the bottom, the comment legend will explain what each number means. This is both in English and Spanish. There is also information on discipline, and we're back to the page with your child's information. Now, if you have another child in the district, you want to make sure that you check their report card as well by clicking on the other student, clicking submit, and again, you'll see the information for that child updated. You can go again to home to see the information for this school day, the attendance, classes, and grades. Now, this student is in the high school, which means that their information will look a little different. In the tab for grades, you're going to again see the interim progress report. You'll also see the report card, and you'll be able to see their transcript, where you will have all the credits that they have accumulated up to this point. Finally, you'll be able to see test scores. Again, you will also see discipline, and you're back to the student information. All this information should be available. If you are missing a student in your list, please make sure you reach out to that student's school so that they can update and link you to that child. Once you are done gathering information, you can go ahead and click log out at the top right hand corner next to the little lock, and it will log you out of the system. Please make sure that you log out of the system every time you are done so that someone else cannot come onto the computer and see the information. If you have any questions about Home Access Center or are having trouble logging on, please make sure that you reach out to your school parent outreach assistant or POA. If you have any other questions, you can also reach out to anyone in the main office of your child's school. Thank you so much.